Hey everyone, so I'm planning an international trip, so I decided to pick up this travel card from Chase. This is the United Explorer card. Normally has a $150 annual fee, but it is waived for the first year. And at the time when I applied, it had one of the highest sign-up bonuses available. So in this video, I'll just be doing an unboxing of what you can expect for this card when you first get it, the application process, and my kind of convoluted process of how I finally got approved for this card. But let's start at the beginning. At a high level, the key reasons to get this card is not the multipliers, but rather the travel benefits. So you do get your first check bag for free, priority boarding, and also 2 one-time passes to the United Club Lounge per year, reimbursement for your global entry or TSA pre-check up to $120, which is the cost for global entry at this time. It doesn't have any foreign transaction fees. You get primary rental car insurance, various other trip insurance, and purchase protection, warranty extension. So a lot of great benefits on this card. And I've only scratched the surface. I'll be doing a deep dive on this card once I've owned it for a few months in my full review. So definitely get subscribed if you aren't already. But let's go ahead and move on to the application process. So you can easily apply online. It's all the standard stuff, your information, social security number, address, and then because this is a co-branded card, you can enter your mileage plus number right there, so it'll automatically link once you're approved, and also it'll show up on your credit card. And because you get 5,000 points just for adding an authorized user, I recommend that you just do it right now in the application process. Once you filled out everything, read everything, you hit that submit button, you'll get a response. In my case, it wasn't an auto approval or an automatic denial either. It's just saying you'll get your response in a letter format to 7 to 10 business days, which means they still need to review my profile manually so that they can make a final decision. So what I did is I called Chase's Reconsideration line, which I'll put their number in the description. I highly recommend that you call that number to figure out exactly what the reason is for the denial. For my case, it was because they couldn't offer me any more credit line. I have already quite a few accounts existing with Chase, but they just felt based on my income that I didn't need to get any more credit line. So I asked them if they could, cut out some of the credit line from my other cards to add to open up this card. And they said that still wasn't enough. So what I had to do is ask them to rerun the report again with a higher income. So you obviously don't want to lie about this, but previously I was very conservative with my number, so I decided to pull in all of my side business or interest income that I can use to combine with my total income, and ultimately that was what made the difference to allow me to get this card. Because this is Visa signature and it is a travel card, they tend to need a higher credit limits approval. So for me, it was in the 5 figures. Of the 20 plus cards I've applied for, this was definitely the hardest one for me to get approved for, but hopefully my tips will help you. But anyways, let's move on to the unboxing. Roughly 5 business days after I got the approval email, this is the white envelope that it came in. It comes shipping from Ohio. Opening up, here is the host of paperwork that you get. A lot of it is really just explaining the card benefits and stuff like that. As usual, I'm going to cover everything, but you can feel free to skip through it if you're not interested in the fine details. First is Chase's card member agreement. So this is Chase's terms and conditions for owning this card, just defining typical credit card language, your legal obligation to pay them back, the interest, information, all that jazz. Next up is the membership guide specifically to the United Explorer card. So it has all of the benefits in fine detail here. Not just the card itself, but also with the United Mileage Plus account rewards system. So if you were to keep any of these papers, I would definitely at least keep this pamphlet. And here is Chase's guide to benefits with co-branded cards with United. I'm not going to go through everything here. Of course, this is 60 something pages long. So this is really all the nitty gritty of the high level stuff that was presented in the previous pamphlet. This will clarify what is covered, what is excluded, the process to filing a claim, for example. Luckily, I was able to find this digitally online in PDF form so that it is searchable. They'll probably update this over time, but I'll at least link to this version in the description if you're interested. Now to the consumer privacy letter that's required for all credit card issuers. It's a simple 2-pager usually of what does Chase do with your information. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, the piece of paper that contains the credit cards. And because I did add an authorized user at application, you can see I have 2 cards here, but it just has, your basic information like credit card limit, cash advance limit, and then it has the high level benefits for the card on the bottom here. On the back, small blurb about the Lending Act, but the second piece of paper contains what credit bureau they pulled to view my file. In this case, it was actually TransUnion. It doesn't actually show the credit score that I was approved at, but it was roughly around 800 just as a data point, which explains the relatively low interest rate that I got approved for. And you can see all the fees disclosed right there. So $0 for the first year, annual fee, and then $150 thereafter. But now let's focus on the cards here. Easy removal, thank God. This time around, if you saw my Citi card unboxing recently, it was not the case. But these are actually plastic cards, so not metal cards here, unfortunately. But they do have a nice clean front design, doesn't expose any information, not even your name. Just has a small Chase logo and then clearly branded what the card is. And then it does expose the chip technology right there. On the back is where all your information is, including your name, the card number, and your United Mileage Plus numbers for easy reference. And you can see it has the modern technology like the wireless payment, and also it is on the Visa Signature network with its benefits. And it looks like they have a dedicated phone number just for the United co-branded Chase cards. So you get the dedicated support that you need versus having a general number for Chase or a general number for just United. As usual, I'll be putting this card through its paces, especially with my international trip, so definitely subscribe to my channel to see my review video when that's out. Hope you enjoyed this application and unboxing video. I'll see you in the next one.